So I'm inside Barnes & Noble right now because everyone is talking about this new book that just came out. It's the untold stories of JFK Jr.'s last years, written by his personal assistant. Steve Sanagotti's with her right now in New York.
The unforgettable images. A desperate search for a missing plane. A nation's tearful farewell.
There was a part of me the whole time that was saying, he's going to come back.
Nearly 12 years after the tragedy, JFK Jr.'s former assistant, RoseMarie Terenzio, with Steve Sanagotti, revealing never-before-heard details about John's death and her painful secret kept hidden until now.
I will always regret convincing her to get on that plane.
Still tormented by one of her final conversations with John's wife, Carolyn, who told RoseMarie she was too exhausted to attend a family wedding.
Now, how did you convince her to go?
I just said that it would be a huge mistake if she didn't go because of the spectacle that her absence would cause.
In her new book, Fairy Tale Interrupted, she remembers that first frantic call from a Kennedy relative.
And she said, "Where are they?" And I said, "What do you mean, where are they?" Oh, I said, "They must have gone to Hyannis first." She said, "No, they never landed."
Finally, word coming from Senator Kennedy's office confirming her worst fears.
They said the Coast Guard has called to let us know that they're switching their mission from search and rescue to search and recovery. And I said, "What does that mean?" And she paused and she said, "They don't expect to find them alive."
Holding back tears, she describes packing up his belongings.
He loved hats. So it was like taking his hats down and, looking at the ties, that he wore. Those were the things that were heartbreaking because he's not going to wear them again.
But was John's marriage troubled? Would he have run for president? And what was the Madonna connection?
I was shocked.
All that later on Extra.
Well, it's one of the sensational headlines from the new book about JFK Jr. that his marriage was in trouble at the end.
And today, the woman who wrote the book, Kennedy's personal assistant, is telling us the secrets only she knows.
Camelot's dashing prince and the confidant who guarded all his secrets.
What a lot of women would consider the best job in the world.
Nearly 12 years after JFK Jr.'s tragic death, his former assistant, RoseMarie Terenzio, at the James Hotel, New York, revealing to Steve Sanagotti the playful, charming Kennedy she called boss.
One morning he came in and he stood in my doorway and he said, "Good morning, Rose." And I looked up and he made an obscene gesture.
You didn't say what it was.
And he gave me the finger, and I cracked up laughing.
Her new book, Fairy Tale Interrupted, describing John's passionate marriage to Carolyn Bessette and the day he finally unloaded on the relentless paparazzi.
A particular paparazzo was really harassing Carolyn, and John had asked him, "Okay, you got enough pictures? It's enough, it's enough." And John took a bucket of water and dumped it on his head.
Towards the end, was their marriage in trouble?
I think she felt a bit neglected. I think she felt like, when are we just going to have normal married time?
Was there infidelity in the marriage?
Here's what I'll say. I never saw a hint of either side.
And RoseMarie backing up that now famous Madonna story that she actually turned down John's offer to pose as his mother on the cover of his political magazine, George.
I was shocked. But it was John's way of saying, you know what, I understand that this is my mother, and this is an image.
Remembering the famous son of American royalty and a promising life cut short by tragedy.